Skype. I'm gonna mute that out right about now, so you guys don't have to listen to my Skype going off and off and off and off. Welcome everybody. It's great to have you guys here tonight. Let me adjust my microphone just a little bit so you guys can hear me okay, loud and clear. Is this good? Can you guys hear me okay? Yep, everything cool? Ready to roll? All right. Before I forget, let me welcome all the new people to the, if you guys are here for the first time, whatever the case is, welcome to our world. Welcome to the Big Idea Mastermind world. Folks, we are glad to have you here. You are in the right place at the right time. I always say that, right? And see, the cool thing about life, this thing called life, right? The thing that we call life is that, the beautiful thing is that every single thing happens for the right reason at the exact precise time. How many of you guys believe that, actually? How many of you guys believe that everything that happens at the exact precise time, just when it needs to happen, right? I just happen to believe that, it's just one of the things that I live by is no matter what, guys, no matter if it's good, bad, or anything in between, right? No matter if it's something, even if it's a tragedy or some things that we may think that for a moment it's like, oh my God, this is the end of the world. How am I gonna, survive through this thing? It just, and then later on we look back and we're like, man, that thing that happened, it was like the best thing that could happen at that particular time. So, guys, I don't know you, I know a lot of you, right? But I don't know all of you guys. We have almost 700 people in the room right now. But I know one thing for a fact, my friends, that, if you just, a lot of times we just need to let go of some things, right, that's going on. And I don't even know why I'm telling you this, but, as I look back on my, building my career, and a lot of times, we start building our careers, and we want things to happen quickly. We want things to happen like yesterday, right? And it's not happening, and maybe we're doing some things and we're not seeing the results. Maybe we're trying to build this business and the wife or husband is being a little bit negative, right? Maybe we're trying to get to the next level. Maybe we're trying to reach that second, that next milestone of ours, and it's just like we can't get to it yet, right? Maybe it's just something terrible happens, and you're like, man, how am I gonna survive this thing? But folks, everything's gonna be all right. Everything's gonna be cool. It's gonna pass, right? Good or bad, it's just, just take it in and run with it. I do the same thing. We all go through a bunch of different, ups and downs and valleys and highs and whatnot, right? But everything happens at the precise time that it needs to happen, folks, because I believe everything happens for the reason. And you guys, my friends, are in the right place at the right time, perfectly, just exactly where you're supposed to be right now. Congratulations. All right, so what we're going to do right now, folks, is we are going to go ahead and get started. Tonight's webinar, believe it or not, this is coming from Vic. Every single time when I say that, we're going to have a shorter webinar, we have it longer than usually. Tonight we are going to, I got my designer woke up, he's Skyping me, I got developers Skyping me. There's a lot of stuff going on in the background, my friends. I'm fired up. All right, so what tonight's webinar is going to be about is I want to talk to you folks about the game plan, right? You guys know that we have this huge event coming up here on Thursday, right? This Thursday, this week. We're going to have the 10K challenge we're going to be announcing. I do have some other things I want to show you guys that will be really, really good. In fact, if you give me just 1 second here, I forgot to pull up one little thing here, which I'm going to do right now, and I'll be right back. I just need to grab my password to one little thingy here, and I will show you guys some things. Okay, I hope you guys are excited because, man, what we're about to do with the Idea Mastermind, man, it's going to be crazy awesome. I'm fired up. All right, hold on. Cool. Let's see. And of course, you can't see my screen, so if you're like freaking out, Vic, I can't see your screen, you're not supposed to. All right, hold on. Here we are. Cool. Okay, how many of you guys, let me bring the chat back up for just a second here, because I do want to ask you guys a couple questions before we get into this thing. All right, you should be seeing your text thingy here on the left in a moment. When you see that, how many of you guys? Well, there's a bunch of you, okay. But let me just tell you this: how many of you guys don't know that we are moving towards mobile right now? How many of you guys don't know? Say aye if that's you. You should know that because I sent out a few emails about it. But we are moving towards mobile. Okay, technology right now, folks, everything is moving towards mobile. If you guys use Gmail accounts, you've noticed that Gmail basically they created another spam folder, right? And they called it promotions. So every single marketer, every single autoresponder email that goes out, every single thing, every single email that's like an autoresponder or a follow-up sequence or anything similar, it goes straight to that promotions folder, which I just call it spam folder, right? And so unless people actually physically, move emails over to their primary, a lot of times they'll not be, they won't even see those emails, right? So what we're doing is we are shifting our things, and I've been researching this thing like crazy, actually for the last couple of years. But really, when Gmail did this Gmail slap, I call it, right? I really said, hey, we really need to move away from using email as much as possible. Still going to be there, okay? Email is still going to be there, but it's just going to be a different layer. It's going to be like a first layer of contact or communication, right? But there's going to be a second layer of communication with Big Idea, with you guys, as well as our prospects, as well as our entire follow-up funnel, the entire system, right? There's going to be two layers, so people will be able to to opt in via email, of course, and via mobile phone numbers. Okay, but the cool thing about mobile phone numbers is we have to be strategic about it, because it's people will it's going to be easier for people to give you their email address than it is for them to give you their phone number, right? But the cool thing about it is that how easy is it to change an email? Okay, really easy. How easy is it to change a phone number? Well, still easy, but it's not as easy as changing your email. Okay, so we are going to have both, and so of course for the email or for the actually to get people's mobile phone number, there is going to be additional bonuses that we're going to be giving away to people and things like that. So to incentivize them to opt in with their phone number. Now, eventually, everything's going to be mobile. Eventually, all the stuff that we're doing through email right now is going to be done through mobile. Okay, but so we just want to be on a front in front of this wave that's already hitting the internet, and so smart marketers positioning themselves, and we're going to be in that smart marketers category. We're going to position ourselves as a group together. So first thing, what we have been doing is I'm going to put this up on the bottom here for you guys. If you guys have not opted in to our mobile platform for as far as updates and things like that. Now, we'll never promote anything to you via that. I mean, it's all members only, and what we're doing is we're creating this inner circle for those of you guys who will want to test this idea first, all right? So before we open this up and say, okay, everybody in Big Idea Mastermind, all 14,000 of you guys, go out there and start, and just set up your campaigns via mobile, we are going to start with, like, from an insider circle, right, and then we're going to expand outward, all right? And so how that's going to work with the insider circle thing is this. We're going to start with people who are who have opted into our mobile updates so that we can communicate with you guys through mobile. We can get your feedback. We can get this thing tweaked, and then we're going to kind of expand from there. Okay, so if you want to be the first ones, here's how to opt into that mobile thingy right here. I'm going to put this right below this slide here for you in just a second here. So if you're in the USA, you are going to text the word BIMR, all right, to 58885, all right, as simple as that. Now, if you're outside of the United States, all right, you will text BIMR to, and I'll give you the phone number in just a second here because I don't remember that number, and okay, 550-4880 to, so it's going to be however you call international, so it's going to be +1 area code 605, right, 550-4880. 80. All right, just text that word. Now, what that's going to do is it's going to put you, it's going to opt you in with your phone number, with your mobile phone number, to the mobile, communications platform, a mobile list, if you will. And then so we're gonna communicate starting probably, I would say starting not this week, but probably starting this next week. We are going to start testing some things out, and because speaking of campaigns, is because if you guys are already on that list, you don't have to do anything. All right, if you're already opted in, it's all cool. You don't need to do anything else. It's only if you're not, if you didn't opt in yet, if you want to be, part of that inner circle, who are going to be the first ones to test this idea. Now I say test because, probably in the beginning, we'll probably need to make adjustments and tweaks as we go. So that's why we wanted to test this with you guys first, all right, to make sure that we get it as smooth as possible. And then we are going to roll this out to the public. And then the idea is I want to have our campaigns, all right, which I'm going to show you guys. We got the videos back from the video guy. Last week I told you that we were waiting on those. Those are back. So we are able to finally, all right, we're able to release the this independent campaign, independent funnel for you guys. All right, so you'll be able to tweak your funnels however you want, and what's even cooler is that you will have obviously the default. Right, if you don't want to mess around with it, it's going to be default. Currently, believe it or not, guys, currently there is only one call to action in our current funnel. All right, there is only one call to action email. Now, in the new one, there's going to be 18. All right, 18 call to actions, and this is just for the default. Now, you will be able to have as many as you'd like. You will be able to preload your campaigns and your messages for the next year if you want to, right? You will be able to do this. You'll be able to, there's going to be a template for you to where you will be able to use a templated site from Big Idea Mastermind if you want to, right? And in your back office, if you go and you log into your back office, and let's say if you just made like $3,000 in a day, right? Maybe you just, got yourself 100 opt-ins. Well, what you will be able to do is shoot a video of yourself saying, hey guys, my name is, Adelia. My name is Adam, and I just wanted to show you something. Look at this. I just made $3,000 today. I just want to show you this proof real quick. Listen, this thing is for real. Whatever. I'm just giving you guys an example here, right? Or hey, I just had my first 20 opt-ins ever in my life, and I'm so excited about this. This thing is awesome, and I just want to share it with you. I just want to spread my excitement. Listen, there's a link right below this video. Click that link. Join my team. I look forward to seeing you on the inside. We're going to help you get going, folks. You will be able to embed that video with as simple as copy and paste, upload it to YouTube or whatever. Paste the link in your members area. It's gonna spit you. It's gonna give you a link for your templated, right, for your site. Just a one-page site with your embedded video and a call to a join button right below that video, and you can have these things going out. Let's say if you decided to to do just a broadcast to your list. Right? You're just feeling awesome today, or whatever the case is, or maybe you want to inspire them. Maybe you read something in a book. Maybe you listened, you heard something in a webinar. Maybe you just spoke with somebody, and you're just inspired. How many of you guys feel like sometimes you're like, you have those days when you feel like really, really on the upside. You feel really inspired about something. Right? Now, there are some days that you might feel a little bit more, a little bit on the low side, which is cool. We all go through that. It's called life. Right? So don't feel bad like, if you got some days and you're feeling kind of low a little bit. That's normal. That's normal. Right? But on those days when you feel like, at your peak, right? When you feel excited, when you talk to somebody, or maybe just things just clicking for you during the day, right? And you're like, man, this is just awesome. That's the time when you need to be shooting videos. That's the time when you need to be sending out emails. That's the time when you need to communicate with others, because that energy gets transferred, right? Now, I've learned to control my emotions, and a lot of times, even if I go through something that's not a, even if I'm in a valley or whatever, right? Emotionally or whatever the case, and I've learned how to trigger some things in my mind so that I can pull myself up, in a heartbeat, and I can just go, right? And it's not like pretending, because you never want to be pretender. You never want to put this facade and just pretend somebody that you're not, folks. People will connect with you if you are genuine, all right? People will connect with you if you just speak from your heart, if you speak from your passion, whatever that thing that's burning inside of you, right? Whether it's about Big Idea Mastermind and Empower, if you just, maybe you went through a 15K formula module and you just like, man, this is awesome stuff. I didn't know that before. Share it with the world, folks. Whatever is on the inside, or maybe it's not just Big Idea Mastermind related. Maybe you just had a chat with somebody, your family member, and there's a cool metaphor, a cool story you want to share, maybe a story of inspiration that has nothing to do with business. Folks, share that with your subscribers, right? Because people connect to that stuff, all right? You don't want to be the guy who's always pushing business, business, business. Okay, I'll disable the comments in a moment, you guys. Okay, I'll disable the comments in a moment. I want to show you something else, though. Okay, give me one sec here. I want to show you something else here real quick before I turn down the comments. And hold on. Big idea. Big idea. Life is good, guys. Life is good. Hey, today we went to the doctor today with my wife, and we got 4 boys. You guys know that, yeah? Many of you guys know. We got 4 boys, and my wife really wanted a girl. She really, really wanted a girl. I mean, to me, it's like, yeah, I would like to have a girl. It'd be awesome. We got 4 boys, but she was like really hoping for a girl. She had her fingers crossed, yeah, we went to the doctor today, and they told us it's a girl. They showed us a picture, so hopefully they were right. Thank you, guys. Thank you. So yeah, we're excited. We're excited. Yeah, due November 2nd. So we'll have another little one joining our household, our family. Cool stuff. Cool. Stop sharing. Thank you, guys. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. Share my screen. I'm just going to share my desktop. Okay. All right. Cool. You guys see this? I cannot see your comments now, but hopefully you guys can see this. All right. Cool. Members area. All right. So if you guys log into the back office of Big Idea Mastermind right now, you will see this right here, this little thing over here. How many of you guys noticed yet? Well, you did now. All right, so this is news and updates. So every single time when I send out an email to the membership base, all right, and some of you guys were saying, well, we didn't get your email, we did not, we didn't receive emails from you or whatever, it goes to spam. Well, every single email that will be sent out, it's going to be archived here, and you guys will be able to see the last, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The last 5 emails, okay, that went out to the membership of the Big Idea Mastermind. You guys will see them here. So do check this often. All right, if you're not sure with what's going on, what was the latest email to the membership of Big Idea Mastermind, what was the email about, or whatever the case is, it just automatically is going to be it's a feed over here, right? So when you click on it, like the email I sent out today, boom, there it is. All right, and you can just check out what's going on, right? Which in this case, I just invited you guys to tonight's webinar. Okay? So it's going to archive. The latest email will always be the first one, and then the last 5 that were sent out, you guys will be able to see that. Okay? Thank you, Robert. There was Robert, and I forgot your last name, brother. I think Robert King, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, he mentioned something in the Facebook group, and I just happened to to see that comment, and I'm like, man, that's a good idea. So we got our programmer on it, and we got it. So your guys' idea. Now, if you guys have cool ideas that you think would be awesome to implement or whatever, let us know. All right, let us know, and we will be able to implement that stuff. Okay. Okay. Let's see. A couple things I want to talk to you guys about this challenge that we're doing here, right? If you guys can go ahead and just kind of cut down on the on the chat right now, so I don't have to mute it. I mean, if it's too distracting, I'll mute it for you guys. But I want to have your feedback on some things here, okay? But I don't want you to distract others as well. This webinar is going to be I want to talk to you guys. I'm going to share a strategy that I have for the 10K challenge. Something that's going to be, in my opinion, is going to be probably the biggest thing that this industry has seen yet. And I know it's a big, bold claim. I know this may sound like, well, you know, it's just another thing. But I really want to make it very, very special. I really want, first of all, I want you guys to participate in it, okay? I want you guys, obviously, if you want to. It's going to be, you know, it's not going to be one of those things that will make you do it or whatever, right? I want you guys to participate in it because I want you guys, current members of Big Idea Mastermind, those of you guys who are on this webinar, those of you guys who are coming to this webinar, those of you guys who, you know, especially those of you guys who are Platinum and Diamond members, all right, especially those of you guys who are Diamond members, I want every single one of you, okay? You need to be at least bare minimum 10,000 per month, okay? Bare minimum, okay? Like I told you guys last time, Empower Network is you know, they're launching you know, their ENV2, right? A little bit later on this month. I think it's on the 30th of this month, okay? And then after that, again, this is giving you guys an insider look of what's coming up. Later after that, they'll be launching something that will make people who are earning money, it will literally triple their income in overnight. I mean, literally overnight, okay? And people who are, you know, who are not making money, and I'm talking about people who don't have downlines yet and things like that, right? Those people will be, well, it's going to stay the same for them, all right? So people who are, you know, at least 10,000 per month, okay, their income is going to triple. So my intention between now and, you know, the end of the month, all right, and especially before October 31st, okay, is I want to, I'm going to do everything from my side, folks, to help as many of you get to $10,000 per month in income residually, all right? I'm talking about residually, okay? How we're going to do that? Well, I've been thinking about it, and I'm like, okay, how can we, you know, how can I help you guys so that, number one, it's easy, number two, it's duplicatable, and number three, so that you can later, you know, duplicate that with your team. Because it's one thing for you to make money, but it's a totally different thing when you actually help your team members make money, okay? And so we wanted to create something that would be duplicatable, replicatable, and something that would, again, elevate our game as a team. Okay, I don't, you know, it's not Vic's thing. It's not just, you know, it's us. It's you guys. All right. And so, first of all, I want to make sure that you guys understand what, you know, in my opinion, from my perspective, what I think would be essential. All right, for you to be able to capitalize on this whole thing in a major way. All right. First of all, is you have to, again, I spoke about this a little bit on the last webinar. Okay, and I told you guys that what you're doing is you're selling your passion. You are selling your energy. You are selling, you know, that thing that's burning inside of you. When you think about your business, you know, what you know, the feelings that you have about it, you know, how you feel about this business, how you feel about what you do, how you feel about, you know, the Big Idea Empower Network is exactly what your prospects are going to feel. All right, my friends, it's very, very, very important. Most marketers don't know this. They don't want to understand this. They don't want to, you know, they don't even want to talk about it because they think, well, it's just the traffic, it's just this, that. No, it's not. It's not how it works, right? And that's why we put so much emphasis on you getting emotionally connected to the, you know, to the why do you want to do this? Why do you want to get to 10,000 per month? You know, why do you want to win this challenge, right? Why do you want to be a part of that group of people who are going to go and take the challenge that we're going to announce? And you guys will go out there and you will crush it, and you will be on the other side, and you will be one of those people who made it. All right, quote unquote, made it. And again, if you only get to 5,000 per month or 8 or 7,000 per month, of course, it's still awesome. It's still life-changing income to a lot of people. Right? But what if you said, okay, I'm going to do no matter, you know, how difficult it may be, no matter what I need, you know, what hurdles I need to jump over, I'm just going to do it. You know, I'm just going to do it no matter what. All right?
I'm just gonna set it. You know, I started this thing called P90X. You know, and I'm like, I thought I was in shape, okay. You know what I mean? I mean, I would go to the gym, you know, once in a while, and I would, you know, work out and run like 2 miles. Sometimes, you know, Paul Leferenko and I, when we live in the same city, sometimes we just, you know, we would go to the gym and we would run for a couple miles or whatever, you know, 3 miles, and you know, you think like, you know, yeah, I'm in shape, whatever, right? But dude, I just started this P90X thing, and that thing is crazy hard. You know, it's difficult. But you know what that guy's saying, and this is like I listened to that, and I relate it to business in so many ways, because yes, it's difficult. You know, yes, you gotta push yourself, but you know what he says? He says, listen, your body will follow your mind. Your body will follow your mind. All right. So, you know, you don't listen to your body when you do that stuff, because if you're going to listen to your body, especially in the beginning, it's you hosed. Right? In business, folks, your income will follow your mind. Your income will follow your passion. All right. So whatever that thing that's burning, that thing that you would do no matter what, even if you didn't get paid for it, you know what I mean? That, you know, that desire of yours to make a bigger difference. You know, maybe it's for your family. You know, hang on to that. You want to have something that you want to grab onto. Right? And you want to grab onto really, really tight, and don't let it go no matter what. No matter what, no matter what. All right? No matter what your relatives are telling you, no matter what your people on the internet are going to tell you, no matter what your, subscribers may tell you, right? No matter how difficult it may seem, if you just hang on to that, there's going to be a time to where you might come to this place to where you will feel like there is no way you can move forward. There is no way you can take another step forward, right? You will reach that point in your business. It happened to me, guys. It happens to virtually everybody. Okay, there's going to come a time. If you didn't experience that yet, you probably will. Okay, there's going to come a time to where you're going to be this close to a breakthrough. Okay. I'm telling you, about this close to a breakthrough, a major breakthrough in your life, in your business, okay? But you know what? Right at about that time, you will feel like you just absolutely cannot take another step forward. You will feel like, if you just do this for another day, something terrible is going to happen, and you're going to be like, everything's going to crash or whatever the thing is, right? But knowing that, it's awareness, it's awareness. Knowing that once you pass through that, right? When the thing tips over, it's like, all of a sudden, when you drive a stick shift, you're in the first gear or second gear, and you let's say you go in the second gear, and for those of you guys who drive stick shift, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? You get to a certain speed, right? And the car starts to roar like crazy, and you have to shift, right? But, well, that's similar. Something similar happens to your business, right? You get to a certain speed, you get to a certain momentum, you get to a certain excitement in your business, right? But you're not shifting yet, right? But when you shift, all of a sudden, engine goes slower, right? And you go faster. Same thing happens in your business, and it happens over and over and over again. It happens when you go from zero to about your first $1,000 a month, right? To when you're like, okay, I got it. I can understand how I did that, right? And I can feel when you talk to people, you get a little bit more comfortable talking to people. You get a little bit comfortable writing emails. You start being yourself a little bit, right? When you're shooting your videos, you're gonna, you feel like, well, I can be myself now, right? I don't have to pretend. I don't have to be like, I don't have to raise my voice all the way up there, right? When I'm talking, you just be who you are. And people connect with you on that level. People connect with you when you are just being yourself, right? When you're not trying to pretend to be somebody you're not, and that's when you shift gears, and that's when you start going a little bit faster, and then, you don't have to work as hard, right? And then you get to a certain, maybe 5,000 or so. Again, something similar is going to happen, okay? But folks, what I'm trying to tell you is that don't give up. Okay, I'm telling you, don't give up, because I was this close when I got started. I was this close to saying, I'm just gonna quit. Okay, but then I had something I held on to. I had something I could kind of grasp onto, and said, no matter what, I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna die trying. Folks, when you are in that mindset, you will make it no matter what. You will make it inevitable. Okay, it happens to everybody, and it's just being aware of that thing. It's gonna help you get past through that. Okay, if you don't know that, right, you're gonna come to the point to where you're like, I can't move I can't move forward, and you're gonna stop. So let me mute out the chat here for a sec. Okay. Just kind of know that, right? Just kind of know that. And as we step into the this challenge, right? I want you guys to understand what's going to happen, and I want you guys to be aware, because I didn't share this with anybody. And please keep this, between us. All right. Please keep this between our walls of this webinar. Metaphorically speaking, the walls, right? Obviously, there's no walls here, but don't spread this around yet. Okay. I want to fill you guys in on the strategy that we're going to take here with this promotion. Okay. So first of all, I want you guys to be able to participate. Okay. And I want you guys to get massive results with it. Okay. Because what we're doing is, it's very, very strategic. Okay. We will take people who go through this challenge, who take the challenge, and people who make it. Okay. We're going to take those people, and we're gonna blow you guys up. Okay, we're gonna blow you guys up like you have never seen before. Okay, we're talking social media. We're talking your personal system. We're talking getting you, flying you out to a paradise location, putting you on a yacht, hanging out, and taking your business from that $10,000 to really to $50,000 or $100,000 per month. Okay, and the reason that we want to do that is so that we can create more influence in the community. Okay, that's my vision. I told you guys this from the very, very beginning when we started Big Idea Mastermind, that webinar we had on December 20th, right? I said the big vision for this is we want to create massive influence. Okay, massive influence, and how we do that is, of course, you guys need to be the first ones out there. Okay, so between now and Thursday, okay, if you guys invite people to the hangout we're gonna have, we'll take care of them from there. Okay, we'll never ever promote anything else. Every single opt-in that comes, they get attached and hard-coded to your Empower Network, user ID, right? Username, as long as you use the correct URL, right? And so we're gonna do. It's gonna be a series of email promotions, and it's gonna be a series of webinars, okay, and live events. So the webinar that we're doing on Thursday, okay, is we're going to talk about the big idea, something that we're going to be doing here over the next, actually between now and October, okay? So for the next about 30 to 45 days. We'll have specific dates set to where, so on Thursday, right, we'll present this big idea. Of course, we're going to have an awesome, unbelievable training that people, we're going to have a lot of people from outside of our Big Idea Mastermind on that hangout anyway. So we're going to give them really, really good stuff that they can apply to their business, regardless if they join us, regardless if they're on our team or not, just because I just believe in spreading the goodwill, and so should you, right? Don't be greedy. Don't hold your stuff just to yourself, okay? Just give the more value you give out, the more it's going to come back to you. So it's just like that thing called sowing and reaping, right? The more you give out, the more you'll get back. But the strategy is we're going to present this challenge. We're going to roll it out. Okay. Of course, many of you guys. I mean, as of today, we got a lot of people. Let's see if I can give you guys a quick update on that, real quick here. We have 13,000, I don't know if you guys can see that. We got 13,274 people so far registered. Now, I'm not sure if they are all actual legit emails. I'm not sure. Maybe we have somebody that's out there just running crazy, untargeted campaigns or something. I mean, that's way too many people. I mean, it's a lot more than I actually expected. But nonetheless, I mean, we're going to have a bunch of people on that, okay, on that hangout. I want you guys, all right, because we're doing this as a group. I'm really doing this, guys, for you, okay? The only promotions I have done is I just posted a couple posts on Facebook, okay, on my personal wall. But it's all of you guys, okay? You guys did these numbers, okay? You guys invited this many people, which is awesome. So my vision is if I can empower you, right? I don't have to. I mean, it's a two-way street. I mean, the more money you guys make, the more money we all make. All right, Big Idea Mastermind. Don't worry about other teams doing some cool stuff or whatever. Don't worry about. We got some emails I just been told by Paul. He's like, man, some people are worrying about, well, how can we hold our position as Big Idea Mastermind, to be #1 team in Empower Network. Guys, don't worry about that stuff, man. Don't worry about it. I mean, we're not going anywhere. I mean, we're not. I'm not even worried about nothing. I mean, it doesn't matter what everybody else is doing. You know, we're gonna be, guys. You're gonna be the richest group in Empower Network. I guarantee you that. All right. We're not gonna give our place to anybody else. It's just as simple as that, right? It's not saying like, hey, look at us, you know how awesome we are, guys. It's we as a team. All right. See, I cannot do this myself. You know what I mean? I can't. I mean, as bad as I wanted it, right? I mean, I can only do so much by myself. But when we come together as a team, you know why we're gonna win, guys? You know how we're gonna raise everybody's boat is by being united. Is by have that unity, that vision, that mindset. That hey, we are going to be number one, right? You are going to be number one. You are going to be out on stage getting your big check for whatever the amount of money you want to make, right? Whatever your goal is, right? Whether it's $100,000 a month, whether it's $100,000 a year, it doesn't matter, right? You will be there, my friend, okay? We're here to support you. I'm here to support you. I'm here to do everything I can from my side to support you and help you get there, right? Your members, your Big Idea Mastermind members are here to support you. But here's something you have to realize, okay? If you want to have people supporting you, you have to support other people. Make sense? So if we want other people to help us, right, whether it's, you know, expected or unexpected, whether it's, you know, here's what I want you guys to focus on. Okay, I want you guys to start focusing on lifting other people with Big Idea Mastermind. I want you guys to start focusing on lifting another member up, right? Focus on making somebody's day better today, right? Focus on having a better day today for you than you had yesterday. Does that make sense? Focus on, hey, how can I be a better husband today than I was yesterday? How can I be a better wife today than I was yesterday? Will this happen every single day? Heck no, right? But when we make this decision as a team, as a group, see, a team is composed with individuals, right? I mean, Big Idea Master, we got 14,000 people here. We got 827 people on this webinar right now, right? Now, there's a lot of people who are not here. There's a lot of people who could be here, but they're not here. You know, they're watching TV. They're thinking, well, I don't need to be there because, yeah, I'll just watch a recording, and that's cool. Of course, we record these stuff, right? We record these webinars. But there are some people who are, you know, who have that, well, I don't care kind of attitude. You know, I'm just here because I just want to make an extra $500, and I'll just see if this is not a scam. You know, they come with that kind of attitude. Guys, those people will fail, okay? But you guys are here. You guys are different, right? You elevate yourself above the rest, which is exactly what you did tonight, right? Folks, if 820 and 830 right now, 830 of us, right? If we say we're going to do our absolute best to make tomorrow better than it was today, okay? If we, every single day when you wake up, when you guys go to the Facebook group, right? When you guys are hanging out with other people, as Big Idea Mastermind members, you make somebody's day better, right? You just lift somebody up. Maybe it's a comment. Maybe it's a quick compliment. Maybe it's a quick, hey, how are you today? You know, life is great. If you're having a great day, share it, right? Share your energy, guys. That's going to come back to you multiplied, all right? It's going to come back to you multiplied. It's one of the laws of success. It's one of the laws of the, you know, universal laws of success. One of them, all right? It's what you put out is exactly what you're going to get back, okay? Now, for those of you guys who are going through the 30-day program, you know, you guys are really digging into that stuff on a deep level, right? When you know you're going through the Born Rich program, and you guys see that, right? So that brings me up to the next point, right? Is that in order for you to have this passion for your business, right, you have to understand what this thing is all about. You have to actually go through the entire program. You have to go through the 30 days to 10K program. You have to be there. You have to experience it, because once you experienced it, it's going to be so much easier to talk about. Right? It's going to be, I mean, I don't have to script my stuff, folks. When I get on the webinar, I don't need to think about what am I going to talk about today. You know, I get on the front of the video camera, I don't need to think about what am I going to talk about. Folks, it's coming from here. You know what I mean? It's coming from here. And you know what? That stuff just resonates with people. Not everybody, of course, but it resonates with the right people. And that's what you want in your business. You don't want to resonate with everybody. You want to resonate with the right people. Does that make sense? Okay, so if you guys are not, you know, at the 30 days to 10K program, get it. All right, get there for your sake, not for me. All right, I don't care if you do it or not. You know, again, we're gonna take people to the top. Okay, I don't know if it's gonna be you. I don't know if it's gonna be your neighbor. I don't know if who it's gonna be. I know it's gonna be people. All right, But everything we do, folks, is strategic here. Okay, people say, Vic, why are you, why don't you give 30 days to 10K program to the basic level or at least silver level? Well, the reason for that is because if we gave that away, nobody would upgrade, and you guys would not make as much money as you do right now, right? I mean, some of you guys' income tripled just over the last 30 days, actually over the last probably about a week, right, when we released the program, okay? And it will only get better, folks. We are adding some things to the diamond level that is going to be absolutely mind-blowing, right? And so your intention should be, how can I get to diamond as soon as possible? Because that, my friend, is how you make big, big, big bucks. All those people you see on the leaderboards, every single one of them, guarantee you, every single one of them, they are all in with Empower Network. Okay, they have all the products. They go through the products, and they, they're passionate about the products. When they now, some of those folks I know, they're just in it for the money. Okay, but I want you guys to not be here just for the money. Money will always take care of itself. I want you to be here for your big why. Okay, whether it's your family, whether it's helping somebody else, and I would suggest that you go past beyond. Again, if you did the 30-day program, that first day, getting clarity, right? If you actually do that worksheet, folks, you will connect with your actual why, with your purpose, right? And hang on to that as tight as possible. When the wind is gonna blow you, right, and it's gonna, you'll feel like, well, I can't hold on anymore. That's when you need to hang on. That's when you need to hold even stronger, right? Because you'll get past that point, and then it's gonna be calm. And then it's going to be beautiful, and then it's going to be, you'll be sailing, you know what I mean? You'll be making money, and you'll be like, wow, where is this money coming from? It's just like people contacting me, want to join my team, they're just throwing money at me, right? Folks, money always takes care of itself, all right? I want you guys to be the most empowered group of people out there in this industry, and I know that we're going to have that. I know we're doing that. I mean, some of you guys are, getting phenomenal results right now, and that's awesome. Congratulations. We want more. We want more of you guys, okay? So thing number one is get passionate, right? Thing number two is, again, be positioned. All right, be positioned, folks. Again, this is optional, but highly recommended. I can go on and say that the people who will make the most money from this challenge, and as well as from just being a member, are those people who get emotionally attached to their big why and how this thing can help other person. Because if you don't believe that what you do is actually making a difference for somebody else, you will not be sustainable. Your success will not be sustained. All right, guys, I'm here to stay. I'm here for a long haul. I just, I had a chat with Empower Network, David Sharp, and their vision is gigantic, folks. We are in the right place at the right time. And you know what? With the mobile coming up here, with the ENV2 launching just around the corner, right? With the 10K challenge we're going to be launching, folks, you need to be ready. All right? You need to be ready. There's going to be a bunch of people coming behind you. They'll be joining you, right? Because we're going to be doing the promotions. As long as you focus on getting people to that webinar or that hangout we're going to do on Thursday, okay? Folks, people are going to be joining, okay? It's going to be a series of promotions. It's going to be a series of hangouts and webinars. And again, we're going to be really focusing on that list that you guys built. Okay, make sense? And so the strategy is to get as many people as possible to join, right? And then show them the value of the 30 days to 10K program and being a Diamond member, and get those people to go to Diamond. Because here's the truth, my friend. People who are going to make it the biggest in this game, in this company, in this industry, are those people who will have access to the 30-day program and the stuff we have in the Diamond area. And those people, right, if you're positioned at that level, right, obviously those people, when they upgrade, you'll be making more money. And so your success story, you will raise yourself up. Right? You will raise yourself up as a marketer, right? You will make a bunch more money. You'll have those $6,000, $10,000 days, right? You will get fired up, and then it's going to be so much easier for you to talk about this thing because you actually experienced it. You actually lived it. All right? A lot of times, people stand, and I love this because this is Jim Rohn says this, and also Earl Nightingale talks about this. He's like, so many people in life, they sit in front of the stove, right, or in front of the fireplace, and they say, "Give me heat." Right? Well, you got to put some wood in that thing, right? You got to put some wood in that fireplace. You got to light it up. You got to do something in the beginning, right? We got to put in some effort to get something back. In business, it's the same thing, folks. Okay? So, very, very important for you, folks. Again, you will see some stuff coming out, and I'm going to be completely open with you guys. I'll be completely transparent with what I'm doing in my marketing, and so you guys can model that. Okay? But you need to be positioned. Okay? So we get a bunch of people to join on Thursday, right? And then we're going to have a special series of, again, this is a 10K challenge. So there's going to be some qualifications, some things that they'll need to do, right? And then we'll get them to get to the 30 days to 10K program, because I believe in my heart of hearts, even though I can't guarantee anything, but I believe, and it's like one of those unwavering faiths, right? It's like unwavering faith. I mean, I can see it as clear as day, as clear as this computer that's in front of me right now, right? That people who go through that program religiously, people who actually say, you know what, Vic, I'm just gonna go through that thing, and I'm not gonna make any excuses. I'm not gonna make any I'm not gonna say, well, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna skip this. I'm just gonna follow it as if my life depended on it, and I'm actually gonna connect with it emotionally, right? I'm actually gonna do it to understand how this thing actually works. I'm not going to do it just to say, well, I did this so I can check it off on my list and then see what happens tomorrow, and then I'm going to have this attitude of well, I'll see, if this thing is actually going to work. If you take up an approach and say, I'm going to do this no matter what, no matter how hard it may be, okay, I'm not going to listen to my present conditions and situations. I'm going to look at my goal, and I'm going to go through it, and I'm going to do this as if my life depended on it. My friend, I am positive. Although I can't guarantee you nothing. I cannot guarantee you're going to wake up tomorrow. Okay, I cannot guarantee I'm going to wake up tomorrow, right? But one thing that I'm positive on, in my heart of hearts, is that if you go through that program, right, and you are not at least 10,000 per month, then, I mean, there is something, something you didn't follow it, okay? Because there is, in my opinion, there is no way in the world that somebody would be able to go through that program and not get to 10,000 per month. Because, folks, what you're talking about here is with Empower Network, you're talking about getting 2 people to go diamond under you a month. 2 people to go diamond a month. And here's something else. I was clicking I was doing some statistics, okay, for some of our members, okay, and including myself, and I was looking at the upgrade, numbers, right, and what it basically comes down to is this. If you focus on getting 2 sign-ups a day, just like what Empower preaches all day long, right? 2 sales a day, 2 basic sales, $25 blogging system sales per day, right? If you just log that into your vision and you say 2 per day, 2 per day, 2 per day, that's my goal for today, right? And you just focus on 2 sales per day, based on our current conversion rate, okay? Based on our upsell and upgrade rates. Folks, your income is going to be somewhere about, this is after you pass up your every 5th sale, after all that net. I'm talking about net, folks. You're talking about between $24,000 and $26,000 a month, okay, per month. Okay, powerful, right? How would your life change if if your income was $250,000 a year? I mean, if you could earn $250,000 a year or more, right? Just simply by focusing on 2 sales a day, right? That's why that's why 30 Days program is positioned starting at the platinum level. Okay, that's why Diamond membership has some really, really, really advanced features and things that other levels don't have, so that people can upgrade and people gravitate towards being a Diamond, right? And again, if you position as Diamond, those people upgrading under you, which they will, which they do, right? You get more money. And if you get 2 diamonds a month, folks, see, not only are you changing that person's life, but by kind of pushing them, because in a way, sometimes, if you feel like, well, Vic, you're pushing me, man, and you know what, I am, but you know why? I'm only doing this so that I can help you get to the next level, right? I can't give you everything in the basic level and say, well, here it is, right? Because you will never upgrade, and it's very, very difficult to make a bunch of money, to make an enormous amount of income by selling basic levels. All right, makes sense? But here's the thing: when people go through this stuff, and those people who get serious, and there's going to be a lot of them, folks, okay? Those people who go through the 30-day program, not only will they make a lot of money, okay? Not only, they will be a different person. How many of you guys, and if we have this chat going, as a matter of fact, I can actually open this up, and I want to ask you guys this: when you are able to chat, right? How many of you guys can honestly say that for those of you guys who actually been through the 30-day program, in the beginning, the first phase, right? How many of you guys can honestly say that that stuff can shift personalities? How many of you guys can say that when somebody goes through that training, even the first 10 days is life transformational if you actually go through it, right? So when you guys can type, I want you guys to actually go ahead and type. How many of you guys can actually think that, right? So not only do we help people make more money, we're helping people transform their lives, and that is my big why personally. You guys with me? Is this stuff making sense? When you go through that, your belief in what you do, not only as a marketer, because there is different layers of marketing. There is different types of marketers out there. There is marketers, the surface level marketers, right? They're just focusing on how can I get big bucks, how can I push whatever, whether it's good or bad, crappy, it doesn't matter, how can I just make a sale today? Those are click bankers. Those are people who are like guys, I've been to so many events, it's unreal. There are so many marketers out there. They don't care about people. They look at their list as just numbers. They're talking about list as just numbers. People mean nothing to them. You know what I mean? And I look at them, I'm like, guys, it's how lower can you get? You know what I mean? So that's why I'm so passionate about what we do, is because we lift people up. But you cannot lift somebody else up if you're down yourself. Right? That's why it's important for you to go through something like 30-day program, so you can get your game together, so you can get your act together, so you can learn how to control your emotions, so that you can teach somebody else how to do that, right? But you don't have to teach them. You just have to be passionate and convinced yourself that, this thing can actually help that guy. And when you talk to them, you look him in the eye and you say, listen, get there, because that thing will help you become a different person. That thing will take you to the level that you cannot even comprehend right now. You know what I mean? And that's when magic happens, my friends. That's when things begin to happen for you effortlessly. Okay, so moving on. Okay, so talked about the challenge. Okay, so the challenge is going to be basic. Again, we're going to be focused on getting people to sign up, whether it's at $25 or whatever, and there's going to be a series of things that we're going to take them through, to get them to the 30-day program. Again, you want to be positioned, folks. I'm just telling you, get positioned, get to diamond as soon as possible if you can. Get there. If you cannot do it today, get it as soon as possible. Okay, enough said. Cool. So leadership council. Okay, another reason for me kind of pushing you folks, okay, is that we are going to be forming a leadership council with Big Idea Mastermind. Okay, I really want to have this thing. I don't want this to be Vic's show. I don't want this to be just about Vic, folks. I got so many ideas myself, right? But what I want to do is I want to put together a leadership council. People who have been through the 30-day program, right? People who are, who have the awareness, right? Of because when you go through this stuff, your awareness changes. It's like, picture a letter, right? And a lot of you guys right now are at the, maybe on the first or second step of this letter, okay, of awareness. Some of you guys are, about the middle of this letter, right? Some of you guys are, maybe 75% into it, right? So this leadership council, we want to be able to, just have like get-togethers, just like go hang out on at the cool places. We'll fly you guys out, first class obviously, and just brainstorm. Okay, how can we take Big Idea to the next level? How can we take these people and guys? We're going to grow to hundreds of thousands of people. We're going to have just watch, right? Empower Network launches this EMV2 platform, folks. There's going to be people joining by the thousands every single day, and we need to be ready. You need to be ready. All right, I'm just telling you. I know what I need to do, right? Some of you guys know what you need to do, okay? And for some of you guys, you need to be pushed, which is I want to do this gently, okay? I don't want to preach at you right now, huh? But I want your success. You guys are here for a reason. You guys are here because you want to get to the next level. I'm telling you. Like my mentor told me, he says, Vic, I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. He says, Vic, I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. And if you're going to be smart enough to listen, you will get what you want. Every single thing that you want, you will be able to get. Folks, I'm going to tell you the same thing. Every single thing that you want, you can have. Okay, regardless of how big it is, regardless of how impossible it might seem to you right now. You can get it. Okay, if you just stick to it. Folks, if I can do it, if other people can do it, there is no excuse for you. There is no excuse for you. Okay, you can do it. Question is will you? Okay. So the Leadership Council, I really want to start, kind of paying very close attention to who we want to select, in as soon as like a couple of weeks from today. Who needs to be kicked out? B.A.M. Rich. Someone needs to be kicked out? Folks, if you're here, I mean, listen. If I haven't been paying attention to the chat here, so I don't know. But listen, if you're here and you don't resonate with this stuff, leave. I mean, why are you here? Why are you wasting your time? There is something on TV going on. You can watch TV right now. I mean, guys, this is, I'm not gonna tell you what you want to hear, guys. I'm not gonna, if you don't resonate with this stuff, if you're like, well, I think it's a scam, I think it's this, I think it's that, just go be broke. I mean, you don't have to be here. You're not here for me, There's other things you can be doing right now, so don't waste your time. Don't waste other people's time. And then don't be that rotten apple in a barrel. Guys, we're not going to tolerate that crap here, It's either you're going to do it or you won't. You know what I mean? If you decided that you're not gonna, if you made a decision to not do something, you made a decision to fail. You know what I mean? So just be cool and just, if it's not your thing, you don't have to be here. Simple as that. So the only way we're gonna move forward, friends, is by having unity. Okay? The only way we're gonna win is, and when I say win, I mean there's no end destination, folks. Success is a journey. Success is something that you pursue on a daily basis. Okay, success is not a final destination. Okay, but I'm telling you, the fun is in getting it done. Just like that cartoon I have, Bob the Builder or whatever. I got kids, so they watch that. And they say the fun is in getting it done. Same thing in our business, folks. The fun is in getting it done. So, but the bigger fun is when you connect to why you're here, right? Why you're doing and what you want to do, folks. That's when you take your income, and that's when you become, this guy or gal who just gets whatever you want. And folks, if I can only kind of inject this one thing into you, is that you really can and will have every single thing you want. Okay. No matter what your situation is, I'm telling you, because I was there. I was at the point where I did not have $1.19 to my name, and I know what it's like. And I can relate to a lot of you guys, okay? And a lot of you guys are looking at me right now, and you're like, Vic, you're somebody special. You're lucky. You're this. You're that. Whatever the case is, right? And the truth of the matter is, I'm not. I'm not, folks. I started out exactly where a lot of you guys are at today. I started out from zero. I started out by not having a single subscriber to my list, and I did not start out with any, connections. I was broke, guys, and if I did this, the reason I'm so adamant about a lot of this stuff is because I believe that if you do what we teach, folks, if you do what we suggest, okay, you will get anything you want. You will be able to build houses with cash. You will be able to get cars with cash. You will be able to get your dream cars and pay cash for it. You will be able to travel the world, right? You will be able to pay off all your credit cards. You will be able to help your community. You will be able to help your kids and your parents. You'll be able to do whatever the heck you want on your terms. You'll be able to wake up in the morning and feel like, well, I don't want to wake up today, so I'm gonna sleep until 12 noon or something like that, And you will not have anybody telling you what to do, guys. You can be at that level, all right? And it starts with a decision. It starts with why, right? What's going to happen when you get there, right? Why do you want to get there? And it's about taking action. It's about being teachable, and it's about sticking through it when the going gets tough. If everything was easy, right, everybody would be millionaires. If nobody would face, these roadblocks, right, everybody would make it. But unfortunately, that's not the case. And I'm telling you the truth, guys. There is no push button riches. There is no thing that can, that you can get, and all of a sudden you're going to be rich tomorrow. But there are laws of success. There are laws of income. Something we're gonna talk about on Thursday, right? And I don't want to be this guy who's going to preach the rosy land, the la la land, just get in and do nothing and you're going to be having, money falling from the sky. Folks, there is no such thing. All right? Don't listen to anybody who's trying to sell you this push button crap. It doesn't exist. All right? It's a business. It's a business, but it's a business that can get you anything you want in life. Anything. You want 17 cars, you can have it. All right? You want 3 cars, you want whatever you want. What do you want? You can have it. Okay? And it's a business that I believe it doesn't take you 8 years to figure out. All right? It doesn't have to take you, 5 years to go to college to figure out how to be a marketer. Guys, if you just go through the 30-day program, I'm telling you, by the end of it, you will be a master at marketing and you will be a totally different person. How is that for a relief? 30 days. You got 30 days? 30 days, that's all it takes. Because what I did is exactly what I would do. Like if you would take away every single thing I have right now, right? Every single thing. You say, Vic, here is a computer. There is no list. There is no connections, nothing. Okay? I compressed all that thing that I was learning over the last 7 years, okay, what my mentor was telling me. And I was just fortunate to learn from a guy who was earning a lot of money, right? $200,000 a month was his income. And I was smart enough to listen and implement, right? And a lot of trial and error, a lot of running to roadblocks, yeah. And a lot of times I felt like I quitting. A lot of times I felt like, well, I just can't. Maybe I should look at something else. But you know what my mentor said? He said, Vic, go through it, and you're gonna go through it, around it, above it, or under. Guys, there is no such thing as failure. There's only quitting. Okay? If you don't quit, if you see other people succeeding, okay, if you see other people are making it, there is no reason for you not to make it. There is no excuse. The only way you can fail is when you quit. That's the only way you can fail. Okay, and I'm telling you, what we want to do is, again, strategically help you. Okay, and then help us, tons of other people, thousands of other people as well. Okay, and in the meantime, you will be raising yourself up, folks. Let's do this. You guys down for this? Okay. Cool. Here's what I'm going to tell you guys in closing here, right? So here's what you need to focus on. Okay, so between now and Thursday, okay, here's what you guys need to focus on. Number one, highly recommend it. You get positioned at the highest level possible. Okay, at the highest level possible. Get yourself positioned between now and Thursday. Okay, do that. Second thing is, everybody got their links? Yes, you got the links. I'm going to actually put the link over here. It is this link right here. www.bigideamastermind.com/10K challenge. 10K challenge / ID equals your Empower Network username. All right, everybody understand what this means right now? I did see some of you guys posting this link exactly as I posted here, without changing this part over here. Okay. If your Big Idea Mastermind username is N45, your link would look like this. Does that make sense? If my Big Idea Mastermind username is BIM, my link looks like this. Okay, everybody make sense? So whatever your Big Idea, whatever your Empower Network username, you just attach it to the end after this equal sign. Okay, don't make a mistake, and send your link like this. Your EN username. Okay, this is what I send out in the email, but you need to replace this. Now, some of you guys actually posted a link that looks exactly like this, and it's wrong. Okay, and then you'll be saying, well, where are my opt-ins? Okay, I'm telling you so you guys know. Okay, so focus on just share it with people. If you got Facebook, follow, whatever, just kind of share it. If you have a list, email it to your list. You can, a lot of you guys are getting emails, and I actually send you a swipe copy as well. Come up with emails. Now, one thing I don't really want to do, and this is something we're gonna do, something we're gonna really hone in on, is that we want to have diversity, guys. Okay, we don't want to have this canned version of Big Idea Mastermind promotions. Okay, I don't want to, I don't want you to have 836 emails going out with the exact same copy. Okay, because a lot of people, if they're on your list, they're on other people's list and so forth. So we want to have diversity. I want you guys to start thinking as a marketer. Okay, so when you take an email, maybe you see something I wrote, maybe I posted on Facebook or whatever, right? Take that idea and see how can I put my spin on it, right? And how can I blast it out, right? Don't necessarily just copy it, because when you copy it, and if somebody already saw it, they'll be like, well, he just copied it. Make sense? But you guys want to have this marketer's mindset. And again, if you are someone brand new here, don't worry about it. You'll learn all about that stuff as you go through the trainings. Guys, it's a business. It's worth to take the time to learn it. Trust me. All right? It's worth it, because you are building your future. Literally, guys, you are building your future. I don't know of any other company out there that can get you that can get you to your destination faster than what we have right now. I just don't. Okay, and you know what? It's not just about the compensation plan. It's not just about products, but it's about transformation, guys. There is very, very, very few companies that understand that, people don't want to be sold. People don't want to be pushed, stuff down their throat. People want to be inspired, man. And if we can just inspire people, if we can talk to people from the perspective of, hey, how can I lift you up? How can I make you feel better after you talk to me than, how you felt before talking to me? Does that make sense, guys? When you understand that, you know what? Your marketing becomes effortless. Your life becomes easier, because that's what people connect to. People gravitate to, people buy an ambition. People don't buy from the need anymore. Look at Apple. Look at, why do you think people who are freaking, they're broke, they're standing with a sign, asking for money, and they're talking on their iPhone? All right? Why is that? Well, people don't buy what they need. People buy on ambition. People buy on aspiration. Does that make sense? Okay? So if we can talk to them from that perspective, you know what? You'll be connecting with people on a whole different level. On a whole different level. Okay? So that's why it's so important for you guys to go through the stuff that we teach and that we recommend. Although I cannot make you go through the 30-day program, but I can only recommend you do that. And those of you guys who will be smart enough to listen to me and say, Vic, I'm going to do that, right? And I'm going to do that actually as if my life depended on it. No plan B, no other thoughts, no distractions. I'm going to turn off all the distractions in my life, right? I'm going to focus. The keyword and the magical word and the secret is focus. I'm going to focus for the next 30 days, right? Guys, you will not believe the results. I'm telling you, you will be transformed. That's that. And you know what? I don't see any other companies, any other teams are doing it, and so cool things are happening, folks. Hey, listen, I love you guys. We're going to wrap this up. We'll be sending you an email update tomorrow, okay, as far as the Thursday goes. Got a couple other things I'm going to be sending you guys, but watch for the emails. And again, just check out the Big Idea Mastermind dashboard. Just log into the Big Idea Mastermind like on a daily basis, and you will see any emails we send out. They'll be automatically there, so you guys will not have to miss anything from this point on. Folks, I love you. Let's make it happen. Okay, let's make it happen. If you're here and you're a basic member, whatever the thing is, because we actually allowed even basic members to be on the webinar tonight. Guys, make a decision. Get upgraded, right? Upgrade. Go through the thing. It's your business. You're building a dynasty, okay? You can do this. I believe you can do this. And we're going to have the richest team. I don't care what anybody else is doing. We are going to be the richest team in Empower Network, period. End of the story, all right? And I hope that you're going to be with us. Guys, I'll see you around. I'll talk to you on Thursday. Hey, for Thursday, let's all come in with a bunch of, with just electrifying energy. Can you guys do that? Can we guys do that on Thursday? Just come into the room, to the hangout. I'm going to be, sending out links probably tomorrow or Thursday. And let's just bring some energy to the room. Because that's what people resonate to. It's energy. We're not going to be this team who are just another team, folks. We want to have something that's different, something that people can look at us and they'll say, well, I can't really put my finger on a pulse as to what those guys are doing, but there's something about them that I just want to be around them. All right? I just want to be a part of their Facebook group. I just want to be a part of what they're doing because there's something about that Bimmer thing, about that Bimmers group that it seems like they're doing nothing special, but at the same time, they're the richest people in Empower Network. How is that happening? Okay? Guys, let's do that. I know we can. Right? I know we can. And again, it's going to come down to our aspirations, lifting people up, and it's doing something today that you